Welcome back. If you haven't already watched our email and SMS reminder video or the notification template video, I recommend you go back and do that. In this video tutorial, we'll be covering the notification templates tag word bank and reviewing them each one by one. We'll be going a little bit quickly, but essentially what these are is the ability to pre-fill a variable with information from your clinic. So we'll be reviewing this confirmation email. They'll be going out to patients. And we'll be talking about some of the tags inside of it, as well as the tag word bank itself. Access window minutes is how many minutes before the appointment someone can join. So if you're saying you have an appointment at 5 p.m., you can indicate there would be a sentence, you may join access window minutes before your appointment starts. Access window minutes will be pre-filled with 15, and you can change that number in organization settings. Account access number is the account access number for dial-in. This is a phone number. Appointment address is the address of the appointment. If your appointment is virtual, it will say virtual instead of a physical location. Appointment confirmation button is a button that allows you to send basically a call back to your provider side and say, hey, the patient is going to come to this appointment. They have confirmed. So if you want to give the patient the ability to say that they're confirmed and they're going to show up, you can click on appointment confirmation button. Appointment number is the appointment access number for dial-in. This is a phone number. Appointment preparation or appointment prep refers to the appointment preparation instructions in service templates for your service. So let's say for a barometric screening, they need to come 15 minutes earlier and they need to bring their own barium for some unknown reason. You can indicate that using the appointment preparation instructions tag, and it will append itself to your list. So you could write, dear current user, you have an upcoming appointment at this time. Here's how you prepare appointment prep. Appointment time is the time of the appointment occurring. So 5 p.m., 7 a.m. Appointment URL is the URL of the appointment. Appointment with indicates the user who you're going to have an appointment with. This is going to be the primary provider. Brand indicates your brand or your organization's name. Brand bridge number indicates the number to dial in order to dial in to an appointment. So the number you enter in order to do a dial-in appointment. Check-in minutes indicates how many minutes before the appointment you can check in. This is similar to our earlier tag, access window minutes. Confirmation URL is the URL that navigates the patient to confirming their appointment. Current user indicates the name of the recipient of this notification. Dial-in code is the code associated to the appointment's dial-in, and you'll have to enter that once you've dialed in to connect to that appointment. Direct questionnaire URL refers to the URL of a questionnaire for that specific patient. This will only work if you have questionnaires that have been sent out or if you have the questionnaires feature enabled. Direct video URL is a URL to the video appointment. This will only work if the patient has a video appointment associated to them. Location indicates the location that you're going to be sending the patient to. So this is not the address. It simply indicates the name of the location, such as virtual, Toronto office, etc. Message sender comes from the name of the person sending the message. Passwordless access code and passwordless access content both refer to the two pieces of authentication you need to join a virtual session using loginless or having no patient profile. The code is the code you'll have to input once you reach the secure access code screen, and passwordless access content is the link to that window. Passwordless button allows you to join the video session through the email template. Passwordless button with code allows you to do so and also indicate the code in there for secure access. Now, it does not input the code immediately. It only adds the code to that email. Patient name refers to the patient associated to this notification. So this is not the current user. Current user refers to the recipient. Patient name refers to the patient related to the appointment. The same thing goes for provider name, which refers to the provider associated with the appointment, which may or may not be the current recipient. Questionnaire access code, content, and button with code follow the same logic as above with video, except they're related to the questionnaire. You can append the access code for the questionnaire. You can append the content of the questionnaire, which is the link, or the link and code using this method. Reminder hour reminds the patient how much earlier they are from the appointment. So you have an appointment in X hours. View appointment button allows the patient to click on the button and view the appointment in their patient profile. And then lastly, view message button. This is related to secure messages, and it will allow the patient to navigate to the secure messages part of their patient profile. So we covered a lot of these tags and kind of quickly, and not all of these tags will be applicable to your use. If you are looking for a specific tag, or you want to figure out how to utilize these tags better, refer to some of the templates that we've already set out. So for example, the syntax for writing a confirmation email would look something like this, where dear current user, the recipient, would be the header. This email is to let you know that you have an upcoming appointment with, and then you indicate who they have the appointment with, and then provide a view appointment button, which is useful for when there's a appointment that they can view. Questionnaire button with code can be added, but it will not display anything if there is no questionnaire associated to the appointment. And then finally, passwordless button with code would be that other button that would display to allow a patient to join a passwordless session, and it would indicate the code as well. If we look at another template, let's say close this one and go to reschedule, similar but not the same. If I go to cancellation, for example, where's cancellation email? Cancellation email. A lot simpler, where it's using appointment with only. You could, in theory, indicate other details here, like saying this email is to let you know that your appointment with, and then indicate at, and then all you have to do is click on one of these tags. So in this case, I'm going to say appointment time. It would append, so I'm just going to have to copy and paste that over here. Has been canceled. And then when you're ready, you can click on Update Template, and those changes will save. Now, one thing that we have not covered so far is how tags are used in SMS messages or text messages. So if I open up confirmation for patient, it's a lot shorter, and you're probably noticing one thing already, but I'm going to pause to let you think about what is missing from this SMS. If you guessed that none of these say button, then you're right. If you're making an SMS or text message, you cannot use buttons. Instead, refer to the tag that does not feature the button name. So for example, if I go down to here, there's passwordless button with code, and then there's passwordless access code, passwordless access content. You will want to use access content, not the button, because in a text message, the button will not appear. However, the link will. If you have any questions about using the tag word bank or making your own notification templates, feel free to reach out to the Adracare support team, and we'll address your concerns as needed. There's definitely some more stuff that we'll be providing for training materials here over time and depending on your feedback.